There's a few people that I will pretty much watch anything they're in. Idris Elba, Sam Rockwell, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. Well, the latter two have now just written, created, and star in a new Amazon Prime original series, Truth Seekers. So how is it? A team of part-time paranormal investigators use their homemade gadgets to investigate supernatural events, and then they showcase them on their fledgling YouTube channel. As they investigate more and more, they begin to uncover an apocalyptic conspiracy. So this has a wonderful cast. I mean, we have Nick Frost, there's Samson Kayo, Malcolm McDowell, Susan Wokoma, Emma Darcy, and Simon Pegg. I especially like Nick Frost and Samson Kayo. They are so good together. I mean, their timing, their banter, just everything, they bounce off of each other really well. And they both kind of have this awkwardness to them. And I love because you have older and you have younger generations. And as they interact and say different things, I mean, there's almost a few okay boomer moments that are just hilarious. Now, Malcolm McDowell is a great addition, but when he is paired with Susan Wokoma, those two are unbelievable. I mean, they're both great individually, but together, again, their timing, just everything that they do, they complement each other's characters so well because of the quirks of each of their characters that they have. I mean, they fit really well together, and they present this duo that is, I mean, just so pleasing to watch. Now, if you are a fan of Nick Frost and Simon Pegg, it's easy to tell that they are the writing duo of this because there are just phrasings and timing that is present throughout much of the work that they've contributed on before. And it's here too. I mean, it's unmistakable that as you're watching it and you just hear different things. And then of course, having Nick Frost or Simon Pegg deliver them, or even the newcomers that are playing off of their words, it's just so much fun to watch. So this first season is 8 episodes and they're each about 30 minutes. So it is a very quick binge. I mean, I sat down and watched it start to finish because I was enthralled the entire time. Each episode builds off the previous one, and so it makes it a very cohesive story. Now, the paranormal and the supernatural things that they are investigating, they're intriguing and they're interesting at times, but they're not overly deep. They're not building some huge mystery in each episode, kind of like the X-Files, but also like that, they're building a larger conspiracy theory, a larger mystery, and a larger story that plays out through all of the episodes is what really ties it all together. This is a pretty funny series, but it's British humor. So if you are not a fan of, or you don't get British humor, then you might want to skip this one because it'll probably end up frustrating you more than anything. That being said though, I laughed out loud several times, and then a lot more through it I chuckled to myself. I like where the story is going, and I appreciate that they give us a resolution to season 1 while setting the groundwork for season 2. That it's not just kind of a one and done type of thing, that they do have a game plan, but they also don't lead us on this huge mystery and then don't provide any answers at the end. So when season 1 wrapped up, do I feel satisfied? Yeah, I did, because I had just watched something funny and humorous and engaging with some wonderful characters and some little bit of mystery here and there thrown in. But I also know that, hey, something bigger is on its way. One thing I appreciate in this series is how they tackle the visuals. The team is investigating paranormal experiences, and so we expect to see some kind of weird things. But I like how they take what is kind of your traditional paranormal or supernatural entities or just concepts, and then they add a modern technological twist to it. And so the visuals take on that. And I appreciate that because it's new and it felt fresh, and I don't remember seeing that it handled that way in any other show or movie. A few times throughout this, there are some creepy moments, but they're not terrifying, and they're not really even overly creepy, just mildly so. The pace in this is pretty quick, and so it does move right along. I'm not sure that the story is really missing anything. I think sometimes it's a little shallower or a little thinner on story content or just even in the overall mystery than it could have been, like they could have added some more to it. But in the overall sense, though, it doesn't hurt the narrative. It was still a fun watch from beginning to end. If you're looking for something that is kooky, little chilling, some good mystery, and a little bit of sci-fi and supernatural thrown in there, then this is a good watch. And I had a blast with it, especially because it features Nick Frost and Simon Pegg, both in front of and behind the camera. There's no sex, there might be some brief nudity, a lot of profanity, and some violence. I give Truth Seekers 4 out of 5 couches. Are you a fan of Simon Pegg or Nick Frost? Do you have a favorite performance or movie of either one of them or both of them together? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for catching with me.